Your alarm goes off, 8 hours of sleep, and you're lying there wondering why you feel worse than when you went to bed. Sore, foggy, and if you're being honest with yourself, something else isn't working the way it used to either. You did what they told you. Sleep more, 8 hours, phone down, lights off, and you still feel like this, tired by 2 p.m. belly getting softer, the drive you used to have in the gym, in your day, in the places that matter most, just not showing up anymore. Now, my uncle used to say, boy, you can lead a horse to water, but if the trough's got a hole in it, don't matter how long he stands there. That's your sleep right now. You're at the trough, but nothing's getting through. Because the advice was wrong. Not wrong like it doesn't matter. Sleep matters, but wrong like this. It was never about how long you sleep. It's about how deep you sleep. Your body makes testosterone in one specific stage. Stage 3, deep sleep. If you never get there, it doesn't matter if you're in bed for 10 hours. Your hormones never get the signal to rebuild. And most men over 40, they're lying in bed all night, but their brain's just circling the parking lot, never goes inside. Now, every health channel on the internet will tell you that 1 week of bad sleep drops your testosterone by 15%. They're all quoting the same study, 10 young men in a lab 13 years ago. What they never mention is that when researchers reviewed 18 studies across more than 250 men, they found that the kind of sleep loss most of you actually deal with, 5 or 6 hours instead of 8, did not significantly lower testosterone. But here's what did. When researchers disrupted deep sleep specifically, leaving total sleep time the same, morning testosterone dropped. The men slept the same number of hours. They lost the same stage, and their body acted like they didn't sleep at all. That's like filling your truck up with gas, but the fuel line's got a kink in it. Full tank, engine still won't run. Every night your body is supposed to run a renovation. Growth hormone surges, testosterone spikes, muscle fibers that broke down during the day get repaired. Inflammation gets cleared out. That renovation happens on one floor. Stage 3, slow wave deep sleep. But after 40, your brain starts skipping that floor. You fall asleep fine, you stay asleep, but you're cruising on the surface all night like a catfish circling the top of the pond, never going deep where the big fish actually live. 8 hours in bed, maybe 40 minutes of actual deep sleep. You clocked in, but you never showed up for the shift. And your body knows the difference even if you don't. Now, there's a part of this that most channels won't talk about directly, but we're all grown here, so I'm gonna shoot it straight. When deep sleep drops, testosterone drops, and when testosterone drops, so does everything else. Libido, performance. The things you don't bring up at the doctor because you figure it's just what happens when you get older. It's not. Multiple large-scale studies have found that men with poor sleep quality report significantly lower sexual satisfaction and higher rates of difficulty. One study of over 1,200 men found that both too little sleep and too much sleep correlated with lower testosterone and reduced function. This isn't a product pitch. This is your body waving a red flag. And I tell you what, ignoring that flag is like hearing the smoke detector go off and just taking the battery out. The fire's still there, brother. Your sleep is the first place to look. Now connect this to something we talked about last week. Grip strength, the single best predictor of how long you'll live. Researchers in Australia tested over 600 men over 40 and found that men with sleep apnea had significantly weaker grip, even when they had plenty of muscle mass. Let that sit for a second. The muscle was there, but without enough oxygen in their blood at night, those muscles couldn't fire at full power, like having a V8 under the hood, but somebody pinched the air filter shut. 70% of those men had no idea they even had sleep apnea. They thought they were just getting old. And this is where it becomes a trap. Poor deep sleep drops your testosterone. Lower testosterone adds weight around the middle. That weight presses on your airway at night. Now you've got sleep apnea you don't know about. The apnea fragments your sleep. Less deep sleep, less testosterone, more weight, weaker grip, less drive. My grandmother would have called that a dog chasing its own tail, except this dog bites. You don't see a cycle. You see one problem. I'm tired. I'm gaining weight. Something's off, but it's all the same dog. So, how do you know if this is you? 4 signs. And I want you to be honest with yourself. First, you sleep 7 or 8 hours and wake up feeling like you wrestled a bear that won. That's a deep sleep deficit. Second, your partner tells you that you snore or stop breathing at night. That's not a pillow problem. That's sleep apnea, and you need a sleep study. Third, your grip is weaker than it should be for a man who trains. If the muscle's there, but the strength isn't, something's stealing your oxygen at night. And fourth, the one nobody talks about, your drive is lower than it was 2 years ago. In the gym, in the bedroom, in your life. And you can't explain why. If 2 or more of those hit home, your sleep is the first domino. The fix isn't more sleep, it's deeper sleep. 3 things the research actually supports. First, same bedtime, same wake time every single day, including weekends. I know. But your deep sleep cycles run on a clock, not on how tired you feel. Break the rhythm and you lose the deepest part of the night. That's like planting corn and then pulling it up every Saturday to see if it's growing. Leave it alone and let it work. Second, temperature. Your core needs to drop about 2 degrees to trigger deep sleep. A room at 65 to 68 degrees. This is one of the most proven findings in sleep science, and most men sleep in a room that's way too warm. Third, the last 90 minutes before bed. Alcohol suppresses deep sleep specifically, not sleep in general. The stage where testosterone gets made. Same with eating late, same with screen light. Cut those 3, and your deep sleep percentage can shift in the first week, not in a month, the first week. And if you snore, get tested. I'm serious. Undiagnosed sleep apnea is one of the most common and most fixable reasons men over 40 lose strength, gain weight, and walk around feeling 10 years older than their birth certificate says. You don't need more hours in bed. You need the hours you're getting to actually count. The muscle loss, the weak grip, the belly, the changes you notice but didn't want to talk about, it might all trace back to what happens between midnight and 3 a.m. when your body's supposed to be rebuilding you and isn't. Now look, I'm not a doctor, I'm a coach, but I read the research and I'm telling you what it says so you can have a better conversation with your doctor than I'm just getting old. Because that's not a diagnosis, that's giving up. If this is the first video of ours you've seen, hit the link below to get on the list. We cover what's actually happening to men over 40. No hype, no pills, just what the science says and what you can do about it. Because next week, we're talking about the one thing you do every single day that's speeding up every problem we just covered. And you think it's healthy?